Day 17. The issue of when Israel will launch its ground attack on Gaza has dominated the discourse here today. Shas leader Aryeh Deri, who is an observer in the Security Cabinet, denied that a ground invasion of Gaza is being held up by politicians refusing to give the army a green light, and says the decision is purely military. The army says that it is ready for a ground invasion as soon as it receives the order. What seems to be a major factor is what impact a ground invasion will have on the 222 hostages being held in Gaza. The Air Force has so far carried out strikes against more than 10,000 targets in Gaza belonging to Hamas and other terror groups. The northern city of Kiryat Shmona was finally evacuated yesterday, but a few remained in the city. A direct rocket hit from Lebanon today injured 2 children who were in a shelter. Rockets from the north also hit an area near Akka and also near Haifa. Nevertheless, Israel has not declared war on Hezbollah, which has named at least 29 of its members killed by Israeli strikes in the past 2 weeks. Ashkelon in the south has not been evacuated, despite being one of the places most affected by Hamas rocket fire from Gaza. After a lull of some 14 hours, rockets were again fired at the city early this afternoon. There were 3 direct hits on Sderot today, but no injuries because the city has been evacuated. A tent city is being built at the Kfar Maccabea complex in Ramat Gan to house some of the tens of thousands of people who have left their homes since the outbreak of the war. Kfar Maccabea will provide temporary homes for 1,000 people. Poll numbers released today show levels of trust of just 32% for the Prime Minister, 50% for Defence Minister Gallant, and 55% for opposition member Gantz in the Security Council. And these are the figures amongst Jewish Israelis, which are lower when the rest of Israel is counted in. Prime Minister Netanyahu met Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte in Jerusalem, telling him that we are in a battle of civilization against barbarism. Rutte declared his respect for what your team is doing to try to fend off this attack and restore the safety of Israel. The government has not finalised the economic package needed to bide the country over until the end of the crisis. Farmers have been hard hit over the past 2 weeks by the departure of some 2,000 Thai farmhands on whom Israeli growers have come to rely. Volunteers are also being enlisted to help harvest seasonal fruits and produce and milk cows. A 3rd humanitarian convoy entered Gaza today. Ohad Zichri, who is one of the 30 children and babies being held by terrorists in Gaza, had his 9th birthday today. At the school where his mother works, they had a party, and the principal said to Ohad, "Be strong, remember, we are waiting for you." This is Peter Jones-Pellach reporting for NCJWA, Australia.